So we're here today with Professor Alex and we're gonna make him an interview. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine. So, do you think marijuana should be legalized and why?
Well, marijuana, alcohol, and other drugs are an option for every people. People that wants to use that, use them. So legalize it or not is a matter of choices. So I think that more important is the matter of education. If we educate our kids, the youths, on the problems of drugs, marijuana, or other problems, the problem is going to be eliminated, or at least it's not going to be a big problem. But I think that more than legalization, the situation should be a real education.
Okay.
Do you think it should be legal just for recreational uses or just medical uses?
Again, I think that for recreational use, the education is the solution. And I know that even cocaine or heroin or morphine can be used for medical reasons. So for control reasons, I think that it should be used in a controlled way. But in a leisure use, because most of the people are going to abuse that, the real problem is the lack of education on most of the people.
Do you think that with the legalization of marijuana, the violence in Mexico will decrease?
No, I don't think so. Because again, the problem, the bottom line is the education. Because even with the alcohol is legal. And most of the accidents in traffic are for abuse of alcohol. And the government has installed this alcohol control traffic points or checkpoints, and even though there are big accidents on the abuse of alcohol. So again, the problem is, I think that it's not the legalization or not, the problem is the real education.
Do you know a person that smoked marijuana?
I used to know, right now no, but I used to know. I grew up in a neighborhood when I was a teenager that most of the people used to smoke marijuana, but currently I don't know personally any person that is a...
What do you think about those persons?
Again, that they need to be educated in order to have a decision if it's good for them or not good for them, because like smoking marijuana, like smoking tobacco, is harmful for your health. So goes smoking to your lungs and then to your brain and cause problems. So leisure or medical, I think that cause problems on your health.
Have you ever tried marijuana?
Should I answer that? When I was a teenager, yes. So I need to be honest. When I was a teenager in my neighborhood, as I mentioned, was a bad neighborhood. And yes, I can confess honestly that I tried a few times, but I didn't continue with that because I realized that it was not good for me.
And with who and why?
With some of my neighbors when I was a young teenager, and I think that was the peer pressure. Peer pressure is when, go, smoke, there's nothing bad for you. So I did it a couple of times, but I really didn't like it, and I didn't continue with that, and then I have the strength to say, I don't like it. So you want to smoke it, it's fine with you, but not for me.
With the legalization of marijuana, do you think the use will increase?
What? The last question?
That with the legalization of marijuana, the use of it will increase.
The violence? No.
The
use of marijuana. Not really, because right now the people that wants to smoke marijuana can smoke it. I don't know exactly where, but I assume that there are places where the young people can obtain the marijuana very easily, asking another person, asking where. So I think that right now the people that want to smoke marijuana can get it with no problem. And if it's legalized, they are going to continue consuming. And people that they don't like it, even if it's legal, they are not going to use it. So I don't think that is the solution.
What will you do if you catch your son smoking marijuana?
I will talk with him. So I will not enter in panic, or I will not get very angry. So I will try to sit with him and talk with him, and then try to get a logic behind why it's not correct to smoke marijuana. So I will try to reason with him.
Do you know some advantages of using marijuana?
Not really. I don't know any drug that enter into your body cause problem in your head and also in your brain. So I don't think that there is any advantage of smoking marijuana. You can do many things in your normal and healthy state of mind.
Do you think marijuana is an open door for other drugs?
Yes, definitely. It's the first step. A lot of people I know, well, I knew in the past, they start with marijuana and then they continue escalating to harder drugs, cocaine, crack, heroin, morphine, whatever.
Okay. Will you participate in protests against the use of marijuana?
No, I don't think that that's the solution. So again, I will say that the good education at home, in elementary schools, programs of good education, that's the best solution for everything.
Okay, well, that's all the questions. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
teacher.
Now you pay me with my job.